Do you ever feel the subtle toll of time, a quiet resistance within the very vessel that carries you through life? What if a humble gift from the earth held the profound power to restore vitality, ease pervasive burdens, and renew your intrinsic joy? Most people will glance over this timeless wisdom, dismiss it as too simple, and unknowingly perpetuate cycles of discomfort. But ignoring this foundational knowledge, especially how and why to truly integrate it, means a slow, imperceptible erosion of your genuine freedom and a deepening of imbalances that steal away the vibrancy meant for your years. Gentle erosion. In the grand, flowing river of life, we often find ourselves navigating currents that subtly alter our landscape, carving new paths within our physical being. As the seasons of accumulated years unfold, there frequently arises a pervasive, yet often unspoken, perception that certain diminishments are an immutable part of the journey. We observe a gentle yet persistent erosion of youthful fluidity, a quiet loss of inherent metabolic balance, or the emergence of myriad internal states that, while not immediately debilitating, gradually subtract from the deep reservoir of vitality we once effortlessly enjoyed. These are not merely superficial manifestations, rather, they are often subtle indicators of an internal landscape that has become subtly out of alignment, a disharmony rooted in a sustained lack of resonant nourishment, or a prevailing disconnection from the intrinsic principles of pervasive balance. The very systems within our complex bodies, from the quiet efficacy of our digestive fires and the steady rhythm of our circulating energy, to the inherent responsiveness of our profound nervous system and the silent vigilance of our subtle immune defenses, operate as a beautifully interwoven, intricate symphony. When one integral part becomes subtly perturbed, the reverberations of that disharmony inevitably resonate throughout the entire orchestration, often manifesting as a complex array of perceived issues or persistent discomforts. Consider with profound introspection the resilience of a vast, ancient ecosystem. Its vitality springs not from a single dominant element, but from the harmonious interdependency and the inherent balance maintained between all its diverse components. Similarly, the genuine restoration of our health, particularly in the later stages of life, demands a comprehensive and conscious return to foundational principles, a diligent effort to skillfully mend these subtle rifts in our internal tapestry and patiently replenish the inherent reserves that have gradually dwindled. We frequently seek out elaborate solutions or complex methodologies, pursuing external interventions as the primary means to rectify these pervasive imbalances. Yet, a timeless wisdom quietly reminds us that sometimes the most profoundly transformative and enduring answers are universally found in the profound simplicity of nature's quiet generosity, humbly embedded within the very earth that consistently sustains our physical existence. This is not about battling against the inevitable tide of chronological aging. Rather, it is about intelligently learning to flow gracefully with its currents, consistently supporting the inherent adaptive intelligence within our own physical being. It stands as an undeniable invitation to deeply recognize that the alleviation of these perceived issues stems from a consistent foundational support provided from within, initiating a gentle yet powerful internal realignment rather than merely suppressing the external symptoms of the manifested imbalances. Earth's embrace. When we speak of truly nurturing the physical body, the deepest and most profound form of sustenance inevitably draws its purest essence from the fundamental generosity of the earth itself, offering elements that the body instinctively recognizes and flawlessly knows how to expertly utilize for its own deep and pervasive healing. For millennia, across diverse ancient cultures, certain humble roots have been universally revered, not merely as sources of simple sustenance, but as potent and fundamental keys to robust vitality and enduring systemic balance. Among these unsung heroes from the silent depths of the soil, the profoundly unassuming sweet potato stands forth, an undeniable beacon of nature's deep wisdom and immense benevolence. It is by no means an exotic, flamboyant, or complex ingredient requiring highly specialized knowledge or arduous cultivation. Instead, it remains profoundly accessible, inherently modest, and remarkably adaptable, yet it consistently carries within its very orange-hued flesh a meticulously concentrated treasury of essential life-supporting compounds that serve as direct and potent answers to many of the subtle imbalances that commonly manifest in our advancing years. Imagine, with vivid insight, a root deeply embedded in the earth drawing forth its life-giving force. Similarly, this specific root generously offers us an incredibly rich and synergistic array of invaluable elements crucial for holistic well-being. It is abundant in vital antioxidants, serving as unwavering guardians against insidious cellular stress and pervasive systemic inflammation. It contains truly magnificent quantities of essential vitamins, particularly those that fundamentally support profound visual clarity and robust immune function, working silently yet effectively in unison within the complex internal landscape. Moreover, it consistently provides significant amounts of vital dietary fiber, a foundational element indispensable for cultivating seamless digestive harmony and ensuring an optimal, consistent rhythm in our inner metabolic flow. However, its profound efficacy gracefully extends far beyond a simple itemized list of mere nutritional components. Its true and enduring power is deeply rooted in its comprehensive, intrinsically holistic nature. This earth-derived nourishment embodies an unparalleled capacity to deliver these indispensable life-sustaining elements in an exquisitely balanced and remarkably bioavailable form, fundamentally meaning that our bodies can effortlessly and instinctively recognize, proficiently absorb, and then optimally utilize these compounds with a pervasive and perfect efficiency, profoundly unlike many isolated or synthetic supplements. This profound understanding elevates the sweet potato from being a mere vegetable into an intelligent conduit for deeper cellular intelligence, enabling a harmonious partnership with the innate, profound wisdom that perpetually resides within our physical form. To embrace this natural food, therefore, is to respectfully engage in a conscious, deeply rooted conversation with nature's perennial abundance, thoughtfully receiving its gentle yet immensely potent gifts. It actively serves as a powerful reminder that the most impactful solutions often arise not from grand, complicated formulations, but from the simple, pure offerings that grow patiently and purposefully from the profound embrace of the living earth itself. The true measure of profound wisdom often lies not merely in what we choose to consume, but with equally profound importance in how we choose to thoughtfully prepare and reverently present that sustenance, ensuring that its inherent vital essence is optimally unlocked and gracefully assimilated by our complex biological system. When it comes to maximizing the extensive, multifaceted benefits of the humble sweet potato, particularly for addressing the myriad subtle imbalances that frequently accompany our accumulating years, the chosen method of preparation is by no means an insignificant detail. It stands, in fact, as a genuinely pivotal determinant of its efficacy. Consider this simple yet deeply insightful truth. Overcooking, excessively high temperatures, or inadequate preparation can often inadvertently diminish and sometimes even fundamentally degrade the delicate balance of vital nutrients and the profound energetic components intricately held within nature's offerings. The truly optimal way to partake of sweet potatoes, so as to comprehensively unleash their unparalleled full potential, involves a gentle, prolonged, and consistently measured application of warmth. This method carefully preserves their inherent nutritional integrity while simultaneously enhancing their natural digestibility and subtly increasing the inherent bioavailability of their deeply transformative compounds. Therefore, The most universally effective and highly recommended approach involves either slow roasting them gently until they achieve a pervasive tender softness, or carefully steaming them to a similar perfect consistency. The prolonged, gradual heat applied during slow roasting or gentle steaming skillfully allows the complex carbohydrates within the sweet potato to undergo a profound enzymatic transformation, subtly converting some of their starch into more easily digestible and gradually releasing natural sugars. This intricate process consequently promotes a more stable and harmonious release of energy into the bloodstream, avoiding abrupt spikes that can be detrimental to our inherent metabolic balance, especially as we diligently strive to support resilient blood sugar regulation. Furthermore, this deliberate, gentle cooking method ensures that delicate, heat-sensitive vitamins, such as vital vitamin C, are preserved to an optimal degree, while simultaneously rendering other fat-soluble compounds like critical vitamin A, beta-carotene, more readily available for robust absorption within our body's intricate digestive pathways. Crucially, consuming these gently prepared sweet potatoes, especially with a modest, thoughtful inclusion of healthy fats, such as a delicate drizzle of high-quality olive oil, a small serving of nutrient-rich ghee, or perhaps a sprinkle of wholesome crushed nuts or deeply nourishing seeds, serves to dramatically enhance the intrinsic absorption of those essential fat-soluble vitamins that are undeniably paramount for deep cellular health and comprehensive immune function. This integrated, intentional approach actively respects the intelligent, reciprocal interaction between diverse nutritional components, thoughtfully allowing them to work in profound synergy rather than as isolated elements. This isn't merely about preparing a meal, it is far more significantly an act of conscious bio-optimization, a genuine culinary meditation rooted in wisdom and a profound respect for the inherent natural gifts that truly nourish, profoundly strengthen, and patiently rebalance our being from its deepest internal essence. This intentional choice marks the precise shift from mere consumption to genuine and deliberate cultivation of vibrant, pervasive health. Profound unburdening. When we consistently provide our internal landscape with profoundly resonant nourishment, delivered through thoughtfully prepared conduits like the sweet potato, our remarkable physiological systems inherently possess the astounding capacity to systematically shed various subtle yet persistent imbalances, thus facilitating a deep and profound unburdening. This process is not about a magical disappearance of challenges. Rather, it speaks to the gradual re-establishment of innate systemic equilibrium, allowing the body to naturally address and gently release underlying contributors to discomfort or suboptimal function. Consider, for a discerning moment, the delicate balance of digestive flow. The rich dietary fiber present in sweet potatoes meticulously supports gut regularity and robust microbial diversity, alleviating burdens often experienced as sporadic irregularities or an pervasive sluggishness in assimilation, gently allowing waste to pass with inherent ease. This inherent consistency, in turn, directly mitigates systemic inflammation and subtly eases discomfort throughout the gastrointestinal tract, thus removing one layer of often overlooked cellular stress. Concurrently, their carefully crafted nutrient profile profoundly supports stable energy output. Unlike simple carbohydrates that can lead to energy fluctuations or precipitous crashes, the slow-releasing sugars and ample fiber in sweet potatoes provide a steady, consistent fuel, helping to effectively counteract patterns of daily fatigue or unpredictable swings in vitality. This subtle but profound shift cultivates a sustained inner dynamism. Moreover, their extraordinary richness in diverse antioxidants actively aids in diligently diminishing pervasive cellular stress, reducing the constant silent damage from internal oxidative processes that profoundly influence tissue integrity throughout the body. This vital protection serves as an intrinsic foundation for broader well-being, slowing age-related decline. Their powerful impact further extends to visionary clarity. The abundant presence of beta-carotene, diligently converted into vitamin A by the intelligent body, meticulously supports retinal health, helping to diminish concerns related to progressive vision deterioration, thereby preserving invaluable sensory engagement with the surrounding world. This profound cellular nourishment also lends crucial support to a robust immune vigilance, helping to fortify the body's innate defense mechanisms against subtle opportunistic challenges. This pervasive internal support helps maintain a heightened state of alertness and profound resilience within the vital systems. For concerns pertaining to the meticulous regulation of subtle blood sugar nuances, the low glycemic index, when correctly prepared, provides gentle, harmonious control, thereby supporting consistent balance in this crucial physiological marker and preventing destabilizing oscillations. The intrinsic blend of minerals profoundly nurtures skeletal strength and enduring resilience, subtly contributing to optimal bone density and robust structural integrity. Furthermore, their inherent capacity to contribute to a deeper sleep rhythm harmonization helps quiet an overstimulated nervous system, fostering more profound and restorative rest, thus ensuring comprehensive rejuvenation. By patiently and thoughtfully nourishing our systems with such fundamentally resonant elements, we diligently and effectively equip the body to gradually rectify these deeply rooted imbalances itself, restoring the pervasive, harmonious flow that is our natural and inherent birthright. This intentional intake fundamentally enables an intricate dance of detoxification, profound rejuvenation, and precise recalibration. Consistent whisper. The transformative potency of any practice, no matter how profound in its inherent truth, invariably lies not in its perceived grandeur or dramatic immediacy, but consistently and reliably in the unwavering quietness of its consistent application and the sincere depth of intention with which it is diligently embraced. To expect a truly instantaneous or radically abrupt shift in our pervasive health status after only a few sporadic servings of sweet potatoes, no matter how perfectly prepared, is to fundamentally misunderstand the intrinsic wisdom of gradual and sustainable transformation inherent in the delicate rhythm of our physiological being. Our bodies, much like the majestic cycles of universal nature itself, inherently operate on principles of gentle accumulation, sustained adaptation, and patient integration. They respond most profoundly and with a discernible grace to the ceaseless, nurturing whispers of consistent daily cultivation rather than to the fleeting, tumultuous shouts of sporadic, intermittent effort. This enduring understanding fundamentally asks for an expansion of our inner perception and the meticulous cultivation of a profound sense of inner patience. The benefits emanating from the harmonious integration of sweet potatoes are not akin to the sudden, explosive impact of a powerful storm, but rather resemble the continuous, persistent erosion of a serene, meandering river, which over vast stretches of time inexorably carves monumental canyons, revealing the deeper truth of the land. Each time we thoughtfully consume this potent root in its optimally prepared form, we are not simply satisfying hunger, rather, we are actively and precisely making a powerful, positive deposit into the inherent resilience fund of our intricate cellular system. These meticulous, thoughtful deposits, when compounded by sustained, unwavering consistency, eventually coalesce into an undeniable, palpable, and profoundly beneficial shift in our overall vitality. This universal principle applies profoundly across all aspects of genuine cultivation, from the growth of profound spiritual awareness to the development of deep physical strength or the consistent nurturing of vibrant inner harmony. It requires an inner commitment, a pervasive willingness to transcend the immediate desire for fleeting gratification and to thoughtfully embrace the longer, far more enriching journey of unwavering and continuous dedication. The deliberate choice to eat sweet potatoes this way, regularly and with deep conscious presence, serves as a powerful, unspoken affirmation of this pervasive wisdom. It becomes an intrinsic, gentle ritual, seamlessly woven into the tapestry of your daily life, a subtle yet consistent reassurance to your entire being that you are actively and patiently supporting its inherent capacity for renewal and its continuous striving for profound balance. It teaches the vital lesson that true and lasting strength, much like pervasive peace, is cultivated with each conscious and purposeful choice, patiently, diligently, and always with profound and discerning intentionality, slowly weaving itself into the fabric of your true reality. Harmonious echoes. As the body begins its gentle yet profound recalibration, patiently shedding the subtle weights of persistent imbalance and diligently absorbing the truly restorative essence generously offered by the harmonious integration of fundamental natural nourishment, the transformative benefits reverberate far beyond the confines of mere physical sensation. This deeper, pervasive well-being translates into an unshakable sense of heightened clarity, a renewed zest for meaningful engagement, and a powerful sense of an enduring vitality that graciously echoes throughout every dimension of your lived experience. When our digestive fire burns cleanly and efficiently, the clarity of thought follows with surprising ease. When our pervasive energy levels remain consistent and genuinely vibrant, the willingness to participate actively in the world expands dramatically, fostering greater purpose. When our internal systems operate in beautiful, fluid synchronicity, the often persistent mental anxieties associated with nagging physical limitations begin, quietly and gracefully, to dissolve, making space for a deeper and more profound inner tranquility. The sweet potato, consumed in its most bioavailable and intelligently prepared form, is not merely a conduit for cellular renewal. It powerfully symbolizes a conscious and consistent act of honoring our sacred inner landscape. It reminds us that cultivating robust, integrated health is fundamentally an inside-out journey, deeply rooted in the principle of listening attentively to the intrinsic wisdom of our physical form and respectfully providing it with precisely what it intrinsically recognizes and perpetually requires to profoundly flourish. This is a path of authentic integration, a continuous flow, where mindful eating gracefully informs a more vibrant living, allowing a more profound and deeply compassionate relationship with your very being to naturally and powerfully emerge. This path empowers you to experience life not as a mere collection of challenges to be endured, but as a rich tapestry of boundless possibilities waiting to be embraced with open hands and an invigorated spirit. It helps reveal the subtle artistry within. Pervasive presence. In the timeless pursuit of a life well lived, authentically experienced, and generously shared, the profound presence and unwavering functionality of our physical vessel stands as an indispensable cornerstone. It is our conduit for meaningful engagement, our inherent instrument for creative expression, and the quiet, unwavering witness to our profound human journey. To thoughtfully engage with a profound humility in the timeless practice of consciously nourishing our being with the earth's simple, unpretentious gifts, exemplified so eloquently by the meticulously prepared sweet potato, is not merely an act of physiological maintenance. It represents, more significantly, a deliberate and deeply resonant act of conscious living, an act of intentional harmony with the unchanging laws of perennial existence. The culmination of this consistent and dedicated effort is never just about escaping specific health issues or the mere elongation of our temporal existence. Rather, it is about reclaiming, with quiet determination, the sacred innate right to fully inhabit our experience with vibrant energy, unburdened grace, and a deep-seated, undeniable clarity. It speaks to the liberation that comes when our energy is consistently stable, when our digestion functions with seamless efficiency, when our minds remain lucid and agile, and when our overall systemic well-being permits an open, engaged, and joyful participation in the grand symphony of life that unfurls ceaselessly before us. This is the profound truth. The quality of our living is profoundly enriched, not solely by what we externally achieve, but perhaps more critically, by the internal state from which we ceaselessly operate and consciously manifest. May this wisdom gently guide your hands in preparation, calm your heart in moments of choice, and powerfully deepen your presence in every precious step of this extraordinary journey, bringing profound clarity, pervasive inner peace, and an enduring truth to the tapestry of existence. Which part of this message brought a subtle shift to your own perception of everyday food? Be honest. Did this speak to you too?